How different is it from the exit polls? Had it been very different from the exit polls, then there was something gripping. Here we are looking at a clear win for the NDA. 11 exit poll data gave the same verdict, and it seems like all of them have done the right job.
Okay. Neeraj is back with us. Neeraj, are you satisfied with the conversion rate which we are watching on screen for the Congress party?
No, Karthike. If this holds the test of water and finally settles in, then it will be a cause of concern for us. But I am aligning with the fact that because first, second, third round of counting has happened only and still 25 rounds are pending. So we are hopeful that whatever we were trying to communicate to the people of Bihar, it has resonated with them. But I was very curious about the election violence you were speaking. Why did you discount what happened in Mokama, where a JDU leader is now accused in the murder of a OBC leader? And that should also be put across to everybody that in this election also, that election violence happened, and it happened from the incumbent government's leader. So that is something which everyone should be cautious about. The second thing is what we have been trying to project all through the election campaign is that you see a syndicate culture has started in Bihar. You bring in policies and then you create syndicates, and then these syndicates are run by mafias. So this kind of syndicate system which was created in Bihar is something which we have been calling out, and we are hopeful that the youth in Bihar has made it a point that they came to the polling booths because the number shows as such, because every seat has got a substantial voter turnout. We are hopeful that the youth of Bihar has come out against all these malpractices which has been happening for last 20 years. And they made it a point that the Mahagathbandhan, which has projected that if we come to power, we'll give you that Dawai, Sichai and all the other promises which we have made, we will deliver it like we delivered in the 17 months we were there in power. So we are very hopeful that people of Bihar will trust us, and these numbers will change substantially once it settles in.
From the looks of it, the Congress has really failed to pick up. Even in early trends, it's showing 6 at this point. But somehow the Congress from the last time to this time hasn't really worked enough, it appears, to raise your stake. Because if the Mahagathbandhan would have really had an edge had the Congress picked its numbers. And that's where it seems to have lost out. Because the ally, the Congress party, its biggest ally, isn't performing in Bihar.
So, I mean, currently, if I look at the election commission side, the only contest I see is between JDU and BJP for being the single largest party.
Yes.
Because I think that seems to be a interesting aspect as of now. If the numbers, it's BJP 44, JDU 43, RJD 24. So, as I said earlier in the morning, Karthik, in Bihar elections, emerge as a single largest party. Yeah, it's a very critical.
लड़ाई से लग रहा है बीजेपी और जेडीयू के बीच में लड़ाई है. I completely agree with your analysis.
But if you look at the exit poll figures, many gave the RJD as the #1 party.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. That's
Many
a good
gave.
point.
So we'll have to. I'm not saying we jump to any conclusion right
But
now.
that's a good observation. Samia, to you, that's two things are emerging. It's looking like, it's a contest between BJP and JDU. RJD is like really trailing now. If you look at these numbers, it's way behind. That's number one. And secondly, I still stick my neck out. There are a lot of naysayers, my esteemed guests, but I still say, can there be a Maharashtra in Bihar? Samia?
Well, Karthik, there seems to be some sense of one-upmanship, whether it's the JDU or the BJP within the NDA, who is going to be, holding the larger share of the pie. But over here, I would like to talk about Congress's performance. As of now, as I am looking at the Election Commission's numbers, BJP is at 48, JDU 47, RJD 23, LJP is at 13, Congress is at 7. They are at a single digit. What is ailing the Congress party is something that they have not been able to crack. Having said that, if the Congress is ending up being a liability for the Mahagathbandhan in 2020 and now in 2025, can RJD then go solo, or will the Congress party eat into their vote bank? Having said that, if these numbers stand, then RJD, Mahagathbandhan, Congress party should not try and cry foul and say that it happened because of the SIR or because of vote chori. Because, Karthik, if you remember, that entire statement of Tejasvi Yadav, where he said that SIR is going to be carried out, I am going to boycott elections. They didn't boycott elections. They decided to contest the elections with the SIR being carried out. So now if they do not fare well, they will have nobody else to blame but themselves. I would want Smita's reaction on it, that how do you look at how Congress is pulling down the Mahagathbandhan because of its non-performance in a sense. They may show faith in Tejasvi Yadav, but they are not willing to show any sense of conviction or faith in Congress in Bihar.
So, expressing faith in Tejasvi Yadav's leadership was a majburi ka move. Because, I mean, come on, if the Mahagathbandhan comes to form government, who else can be the face other than Tejasvi Yadav? There is no option. Even then, the Congress tried its best to delay the decision, and there was a lot of, back and forth about it. Finally, when the announcement was made, it was Mr. Ashok Gehlot and not Rahul Gandhi. Anyway, we are past all that. It is the Congress which has been dragging down the alliance. They did it last time, after which there was a lot of heat within the RJD, and a lot of people came out and said, had Congress strike rate not been so dismal, we would have made the government.
Absolutely.
Tejasvi would be CM, because the gap in the BJP and the NDA and the other side was too low, is one point. It was less than 0.5, less than 0.5%. This time, let me add, Samya, this time the drag is not just the Congress party, there has been a second drag, and that is Mukesh Sahni, who punched above his weight, and he was made deputy CM because of some social theory that was presented to the Congress leadership, that he will garner all the Sahni and Nishad and Beend and, all those caste segments which are dependent on the riverine, the water economy. Let me tell you, even a primary student of Bihar politics knows that they may be a big caste segment together. They are about 10%, 9 point something. But Mallas are less than 3% in the picture, and they will not vote in a homogeneous manner just because Mukesh Sahni is announced as the deputy CM. So you think that the Nishad and Beend and Kewat and Ghatwar, all of them will come round, is first of all a very, very theoretical kind of an lazy analysis. Secondly, Mukesh Sahni, from my reports, from what I have seen, did not even poll the votes of the Mallah community, which is from the caste that he belongs to, because the Mallahs, being very wise and very smart, they weighed the pros and cons, and they realized that Mukesh Sahni may be a part of the MGB today, but he has been shifting sides, is one point. The second point is they also weighed the benefits that this community, the EBCs, have been getting under Nitish Kumar's governance. And so, weighing all the pros and cons, they did not go with the Mahagathbandhan. So, Mukesh Sahni got a very, just a chunk of the Mallah votes. He did not get any of the other Nishad and related community votes. So, he became a drag, and the result is showing. If you remember, Samya, I have been saying this even before the first phase of the polls, that both Mukesh Sahni and Rahul Gandhi will be a drag. Rahul Gandhi started with the slogan of vote chori. Come on, I mean, this is Bihar.